Thank you, everybody. Now, everyone could use a key. Now, I'll tell you, I got to be honest with you all. I did not write a bunch of things down. I didn't sit in front of my computer and make sure the punctuation was right. I didn't do any of that because I didn't want to talk to you. If I'm going to stand up here before you, I'm not going to talk to you about what's from here. I want to talk to you from what's in here, the heart. Because speaking from the heart is important. Can we all agree that speaking from the heart is important? Yeah, we can agree with that. Now, I'll tell you, there's something about the heart and keys that they really work together. See, my late wife, who passed a few short months ago, she had the key to my heart. Oh, my, how many of you ever heard that saying, you have the key to somebody's heart, right? The key to something. That's an important thing because hearts seem awfully important and keys seem awfully important. So what is the function of the heart? The heart pumps the life fluid of a living being, right? Man or beast. Blood has the nutrients, the things the body needs, the vitamins. The healing is in the blood. So the heart has a very important function. But to have the key to somebody's heart, that's something very valuable. Well, I'll tell you this. One day, Tanya and I were talking, and we were sharing an experience about when we were growing up. And some of you, I know many of you can relate to this. Remember when you were little, and your parents used to, like, bobby pin or safety pin the key to the inside of your shirt or maybe the inside of your pocket? How many had that happen, right? Where they pin the key in your pocket, right? Right, it's so you wouldn't lose the what? Key, right? So keys are awfully important. You don't want to lose the key. Now, everyone can use a key. Now, here's the thing. Now, you all tell me if you understand this. You had a great weekend, wonderful weekend. Sunday night comes, you know you got to get ready for this big, huge meeting come Monday morning. Huge meeting. So you kind of, make sure you want to get to bed a little early. And you get in there, you snuggle in. I mean, your sheep counting, you're hitting high scores in sheep counting now. High scores in sheep counting. I mean, it's the best sleep ever. And you thought before you laid down, you had set the alarm. And then you let up that, how you get that good stretch going? You ever get that good stretch going like, and your eye opens up and you notice this glowing orb coming through the window. And you realize you've never seen that orb before on a Monday. You know where I'm going with this, right? And so you realize that at this point, this feeling comes over. How many ever heard that? You ever had that feeling that's panic now? Because you realize something's not right? And we got some amens up front, right? So now listen, right? And so now your heart's beating and pumping. You got to realize that, oh my goodness, something's wrong. And you wake up and you realize you had an 8 o'clock meeting. It is now 7:38 and a half. And you got to get ready. So you get up, you're frantic, you're running around trying to get everything you can. You brush your shower. I mean, you wash your teeth. You know what I'm saying, right? Right? You're just all upside down, inside out. So finally, you get ready to go. You got it together. And you can't find your keys. Oh, man. What's the feeling that comes up? Panic. Sheer panic. The key. Keys are important. Everyone could use a key. So you're looking around, right? You're figuring, okay, it's got to be here somewhere. I'm looking in the kitchen. I'm in the living room. I'm checking the couch, under the couch. Go back and dump the hamper. Maybe it's in my previous pants. Oh, my goodness. Maybe I left them in the car. You go out to the car. You're hoping that they're in the car because I will break in my own car to get the keys. Everyone could use a key. You see, here's the thing. We never value keys until they're what? Lost, and you can't find them. Well, so it is with learning. So it is with working with people. See, people are like locks, right? Projects are like locks that need keys. And when you have the right key for that problem or that lock, everything works fine. But the problem is not everybody has a key. And so what I want to do to you, or do for you, is show you how valuable keys are. Well, if you're working with a person, I mean, anybody ever worked in an office before, you're working with people. You don't get along with everybody, right? Can I agree? Can we all agree that we don't get along with everybody? You have some people that you just, You know what I mean? And you got some people that you just, oh, it's so awesome relationship. We're slapping high fives in the break room. Everything's great. Well, you can just decide not to engage that person. Hey, that's a locked door. Just leave it alone. But it's something about, I don't know anybody else like this. It's something about locked doors that bother me. Right? Something about locked doors bother me. Because that means there's something, what? Valuable on the other side of that locked door. That's why we lock our cars. That's why we lock our doors, because we want to protect the valuable things. That's why having the key to someone's heart is so valuable. See, there's value on the other side of what's locked. And so you might have a locked relationship. You might have you might be locked out of a promotion, locked out of a raise. But that's not your chance to stop and give up. Our job at that point is to find a key. Now, I did write something down. Okay, I did write something down. I wrote 3 small words on this card. And it says, can you read this for me there, please?
Remember your keys.
Remember your keys. See, the key to any productivity, the key to anything is to really be willing and daring enough to find a key. Every lock has a key. Thank you so much.